Kidblog is an easy to use, safe blogging platform for students and teachers. In this tutorial, I'm briefly going to show you how to get set up with a Kidblog account and create some classes for your students to join and blog from. In order to get started, you'll go to the website kidblog.org, and when you get there, the website's going to look something like this. What you'll do first is click on the button that says Teachers. Once you're there, just simply fill out the fields that you're prompted to. Your display name, this is going to be the name that your students will see. Your password is whatever you want it to be, and similarly with your email. And your class name is whatever you want to name your class. So, for example, my class, I may call it Mr. Fulton's Language Arts class. And of course, the verification code, just type in whatever code that is displayed. Then create class. After you've created a class, you'll be taken to a screen that looks like this. Not just like this. Since I already have my students using this for my class, my dashboard has plenty of activity on it. As you can see, since my students are using it, it displays the number of posts that students have published, number of comments that have been left, and as well as recent comments that have been left by other students. The first time you're here, this area will be blank. The next step is probably going to be to add users. Now, if you're teaching a class, maybe kindergarten or first grade, where students aren't going to be writing their own blog posts, you're going to be the only ones posting, you can do that just from this screen by clicking on the button that says New Post up at the top. Here by clicking on this button, you can post blogs to your class's blog. And if you're the only person who's going to be posting blogs to this blog that you have created, there's nothing further that you need to do. But for any other teacher who wants students to be able to join their class blog and write and post digital content on their blog, the next step is going to be for you, the teacher, to add your students as users. In order to do that, you see a button up here that's titled Users. When you press it, and when you click it, it's going to take you to a screen that looks something like this. Now, for me, since all of my students are here, I can see all of my students' names displayed as well as the posts that they've written and the number of comments that they've left. But if you want to add your students to your blog, simply up at the top, find the button that says Add New Users. And for each user in your class, create their display name and your password, leave them as a student, and press Add New User. And now that student will be in your class. All you will have to do is give this information to your students, and when they go to the Kidblog page, they'll be prompted to sign in with it. Then they can post blogs to your class blogs, as well as post comments on the blogs of their classmates. What I recommend is, after having students sign up, that you post a link to your class blog on a website that students commonly access, perhaps your teacher website, and then all students have to do is, when they navigate to your website, click on the link to the class blog site that you've created. This is my first period blog site, and this is so students see when they click on the link to that blog. And what they'll need to do is, in the top right corner, click Login, and once they've clicked that, they'll be prompted to select their username. So you can see all of my students' names are there, and then type in their password. After students have logged in, they can then, from this screen, I don't know why it's not showing up, it's kind of strange, access their control panel or their dashboard. And after students are logged in, they'll see their dashboard, which will not look like yours. It will look a little bit different than this, but from this page, then they can then write a new post simply by clicking on this button, or if they would like, they can click on the name of their class up at the top here to go back and see the posts of their classmates.